whatever they've done to us, we can do to them. And none of us are happy about what happened tonight. This is part of the playoffs. There are these extreme highs and lows, particularly when you have two teams that are pretty closely evenly matched.
Can Miami bounce back tomorrow night? Well, we'll show you. We'll have Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Heat at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN and the app. The Countdown crew will get things started at 7:30 Eastern. In the Western Conference Finals, the Warriors are looking to complete a sweep of the Dallas Mavericks tonight. It would be Golden State's first sweep since the 2019 Western Conference Finals against the Trailblazers, and the Warriors would return to the NBA Finals for the first time in 3 years, but the sixth time in 8 seasons. And according to Caesars Sportsbook, Golden State is the odds-on favorite to win the championship. You see it here, far and away ahead of the rest of the teams. Did you know that since Steve Kerr took over as the Warriors head coach, they have not lost a playoff series that wasn't the NBA Finals? Incredible run for that crew in Golden State. Back with J.J. Redick and Kendrick Perkins and Marcus Spears, who sticks around now to talk about his third different sport of the show, Mr. Versatility. Perk, hey, listen, we talked a little bit in the last hour. I want to get back to this. If the Warriors do pull this off, they win one more against Dallas, which we expect, and then if they win the finals, what does that tell us about Steph Curry and his place in history?
Well, first of all, Dan, before I drop these facts, I need everybody to fix their faces and body language, okay? But when you talk about Steph Curry and you talk about a generational talent, a guy that's at 6'2", 6'3", that has changed the game, pure dominance, the greatest shooter of all time, a guy that's in the conversation with Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, for the only guys to win multiple MVPs, multiple scoring titles, and multiple championships. And then by that, look at the championships that Steph Curry won. He went through a guy that is sitting at the table for us with the GOAT conversation in LeBron James, okay? And then he's breaking up happy homes. He broke up Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant a couple years back in the Western Conference Finals so bad with KD says, you know what? I decided to go live in that household. So when I look at Steph Curry, forget top 10 greatest player of all time, forget being the best point guard to ever play the game of basketball. I'm looking at Steph Curry, and we're going to have to add some color to the Mount Rushmore because we're going to have to start drawing and putting his eyes in those green eyes. And right now, if he goes on to win a championship and adds a Finals MVP to his resume, he's going to bump Magic Johnson out and going to be sitting right there with the greats on Mount Rushmore. Y'all can take it how y'all want it. Y'all can roll your eyes. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I said what I said.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty big statement that another championship bumps Magic Johnson off of Mount Rushmore for Steph Curry. JJ, what do you think?
Another championship and Finals MVP.
Okay, and Finals MVP. JJ, is he right?
Look, Steph Curry is already a top 10 player in my book, and if he wins another MVP and a Finals MVP, you can certainly make a case that he's probably top 5 or 6. It would take more than that, I think, to knock Kareem or Magic off of Mount Rushmore. When we talk about the best players, those guys, you have to get into MVPs, Finals MVPs, and championships. Magic has 3 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, 5 championships. Kareem has 6 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, and 6 championships. And Perk, if you want to talk about changing the game, you know who changed the game? Magic and Larry. Let's keep in mind, in the 1980s, as late as the 1980s, the NBA Finals were on tape delay. As late as 1986, the Western Conference Finals were on tape delay. The league did not have the interest or clout until Magic, Larry, Dr. J, and MJ came along. Let's acknowledge that when we talk about changing the game. And you brought up in the last hour, and I apologize because I didn't know you were going to say something so crazy that he should be on Mount Rushmore just because he's small. And when we talk about counting stats, you want to throw an MVP in there? I'll throw AI. Like AI is a 25-5 and guy too. if that's what we want to do. If we want to talk about counting stats and an MVP, yeah, I'll throw AI in there.
Yeah, but JJC, again, you're missing the whole point. And I understand your brain is not functioning right now, but the reason that I'm throwing
I have lockjaw right now. It's really bothering me.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. And you got a nice little hair, your little soul glow in your hair. I get all that.
My hair looks good today. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the thing that you have to realize. The reason that I bought in Steph Curry's size, because I talk about his dominance. Him dominating at that size, whether it's shooting, and we don't give him enough credit the way that he imposes his will in the paint and his finishing around the basket. It's right
we
there.
We give him credit for that all the time. He's one of the best finishers at that size ever. Like, what are you talking about? We don't give him credit for that?
No. Listen, everybody don't. We just talk.
Well, what is it? Perk,
JJ,
dominance at any size is dominance. You're not going to discredit a player for being bigger and Steph getting more credit for being smaller.
Excuse me. I want to bring this back to the question at hand. Swagger, let's talk Mount Rushmore in the NBA and Steph Curry. What do you think?
Giving me TMJ.
Yeah, I don't think Steph is on the Mount Rushmore. But I want to ask Perk and JJ, where is Kobe in this conversation?
Anybody?
I believe I got Kobe top 10. He's a top 7, 8 player in the NBA. I do.
Okay.
Let's look at in my book, in no particular order, by the way, after we talk about those four guys, MJ, Magic, Kareem, LeBron. I've got Duncan, Steph, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe, Shaq. Like, that's the next group of guys.
Okay.
And you can order them however you want to order them. And I think that's 11 guys, but whatever.
But see,
Marcus, is Kobe on your Mount Rushmore? Is that what you were trying to say?
No, Kobe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry,
absolutely.
I don't want.
He's on mine. I don't care. I don't care who's on JJ's and Perks. He's on mine because I look at Jordan. Jordan, Bron, Kareem, and Kobe. For me, Perk, I get it, and I understand what you're saying about Steph. And all of these guys, you can make a legitimate argument, and we could fight until get up 2027 about who should be on the Mount Rushmore in the NBA. We could do it. We could all do it. We could do it now. We could do it tomorrow. We've been doing it for years. Ultimately, for me, it's how you watch basketball. It's how you impact. I agree with both of y'all. I think Steph Curry changed the game. 100% with his shooting ability.
I hope that Steph Curry wins another couple championships, and I hope that he wins 2 Finals MVPs, and we can have a serious discussion about this. I really do.
Final word, Kendrick Perkins.
But I've seen. Oh, go ahead.
But see, here's my thing, right? Efficiency plays a part, right? And you look at the shot attempts you look at the shots that Steph take. He's one of the most efficient shooters and scorers of all time at that position. And I hate bringing up the late, great Kobe Bryant, but we do have to realize when it comes to missed field goal attempts, Kobe Bryant has the most missed field goal attempts in NBA history.
Yep.
That's no knock on Kobe Bryant. But again, I'm just talking about it all comes down to what is your preference. And then I want to circle back to JJ for a second. JJ was just talking about you was just talking about Bob Cousy and how he was playing against plumbers and firefighters. Those plumbers and firefighters was Bill Russell, who you just named and talked about, who's in your top 5 greatest of all time. So is he a plumber?
Bob Cousy played with Bill Russell, and Bob Cousy didn't win anything. Didn't win a playoff series until Bill Russell's rookie year.
But what I'm saying was, he was his teammate. He was playing with him.
You should acknowledge he won 11 championships. Like, he's the greatest winner in our sport. Let's celebrate that. Let's acknowledge that.
Do we acknowledge that we watching a series now where the Dallas Mavericks are hunting a matchup to get Steph Curry to guard somebody, or that don't matter in the Mount Rushmore?
Well,
I've seen this throughout his playoff career where people hunt for him to guard.
It's a valid point, Marcus. I will say that, I was having this discussion with Pat Bev last week. Steph Curry is a good defender. I'm not saying he's a great lockdown defender. There's limitations because of his size, Perk, but he is a good defender and has been for a number of years.
Gentlemen.
Yes, he still gets hunted,
Gentlemen, one thing we know for sure is that Marcus Spears is right about this. We could debate this for years and not reach a firm conclusion.
Well, give us more time.
We don't have it. I wish we did. We don't have it. We got to go to break. And when we come back, Georgia got the trophy last year. Could we soon be living in a